Hello everybody, I'm here to do the twin flame reading for today. Today's energies are pretty uplifting. I'm still feeling a little bit of that sensitivity from the last few days, but I do feel that things are starting to reallocate themselves and there's going to be some changes coming in soon. I'm working with my Archangel Power Tarot for this reading, and also my favorite deck. One of my favorite decks is the Gilded Tarot, and of course the Romance Angels Oracle cards. I kind of like the feel of these energies today, even though it feels like for some of you in Twin Flame Union there's going to be a need to draw back from drama. I'm still feeling that connection being, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Why aren't you paying attention? Why aren't you focusing? There's still some need to really focus on letting things phase themselves back in. Four of Cups is the energy for today. For twin flames in union or twin flames in separation. This is a very general reading. So whatever resonates, cool, it's all good. Whatever doesn't resonate, okay, that's fine too. Because this is very general, and some twin flames are in union, some are coming into union, and some of you are still working towards union, you're in separation. So this reading is not going to resonate with everyone, but I hope it actually does, because my higher self is really emphasizing the need for really working either on yourself for those of you in separation, or if you're in union, whether you're in communication and not fully face-to-face, or you're completely face-to-face. Twin flames in union, you really need to communicate. However, there are some of you in union that are not really able to communicate everything. And for those of you in separation, I'm feeling the way this girl is feeling right here. You're like, when is this going to happen? You've got to stop with expectations. You've got to stop with, what am I going to do? When is he going to come? Or when is she going to come? When am I going to be? No, you got to let that go, because this is causing a lot of things to be heavy energetically. And today it feels like the energy is going to be in between. So you really need to focus on yourself. The best way to get into union with your twin flame is to be in union with yourself, working on yourself, because when you're working on yourself, your twin flame is working on their self, okay? Maybe not the same way that you are, because twin flames may be the same energy, twin flames may be the same mirror, but they're not going to do what you do. Some of you may be healers, the other might be a psychologist. You might be a doctor, somebody else might be some other, like a Reiki healer or something like that. One of you may be clairvoyant, the other could be clairsentience. You kind of get my drift. You may do meditations with crystals. They may do meditation with writing things down or just focusing on being in nature. Every twin flame is going to have one twin flame that doesn't do exactly or think exactly the way the other twin flame thinks, okay? So there's a matrix twin flame which does not believe in the same thing as the other twin flame is. There's always one twin flame that is more spiritually aware than the other. That does not mean that your twin flame is not connected to you. They're just going to be completely different, okay? So what I'm getting at with that is twin flames in separation, you're harvesting way too much energy. You need to let go of that situation. I feel like one of the twin flames, the last few days, I've been feeling that your twin flame is wanting to be with you. And I feel like you may be conflicted with your energies because you're picking up their energies, that longing. This little girl here, she's got things all around her, but she's like just kind of like in her own little world. She's feeling like there's nothing coming in, and she's really putting too much emphasis on timing. That's what I'm picking up with your energy, with your twin flame. This little girl is focusing way too much on what she wants, and it's not coming, so she's feeling bored or feeling like depleted, like she's not completely there. The unknown is going to be the unknown for a while. Some of you may not even know how you're going to be coming back into your twin flame reunion. There are some things that we're allowed to see, that and some things that we're not allowed to see. The unknown is building up because things are starting to shift into another phase, into another plane. I'm also feeling like twin flames in separation just need to focus more on doing, like I was saying before, doing for yourself and focusing on yourself. Don't over infatuate the energy with twin flames. Yes, the romance is there. Yes, there might be some sexual passion coming in. You might be feeling more connected to your heart chakra because it's bouncing. Your heart might be palpitating because there's energies that your twin flame is feeling, that you're mirroring the energy of. So you just have to really step back, listen, and focus on moving forward. And focusing on moving forward is not checking every 2 minutes to see if your twin flame is doing something. You have to step back and let them work on them. And as you work on you, they're working on them in their own separate way. They may not be doing it at your time. They're doing it at their time. And I'm also feeling that way with this card. There's emphasis on gaining too much of the factor, if that makes sense for some of you. If it doesn't make sense for some of you, then it's not meant for you. The factor is shifting and allowing, you're gaining the factor, but there's too much emphasis on how it's going to be or how you can gain into that positive energy. You have to not focus on how. You just got to let it flow. All right? And for twin flames in union, I'm going to go back to you because I'm really picking up some strong feelings here with the dragonflies. There's some shifts coming in, back in with the one is flying, the other landed, and there's another right there. So there's a lot of things that are coming back in that are going to benefit your union, whether it's communication issues, whether it's just finally feeling free and feeling lighter energetically. You don't have to be in full union to be in union. That will shift into it. So I'm feeling like some of you in partial union, there's an ending to what is going on with your union. Okay, so there are a lot of things that are happening that may not make sense to you. There are a lot of things that are happening that are pissing you off, and you want to just scream or let them go. You can't just scream and let them go. They're working on their energy the way they can, okay? I'm also feeling for twin flames, especially those of you who can actually touch your twin flame because you're in full union. There's a way to really balance out the energy, and the key is true knowledge of self, okay? You know yourself better than anybody. Your twin flame knows themselves better than anybody, and you know, more importantly, you know each other more than anybody is going to know you. So I'm feeling like for some of you that are in union, you may have a power play of friends or family trying to help you and find the key ingredients to fix your issues. You need to work together. It's nice that people want to help, but you need to work with your own guidance. Seeking out other possibilities, I'm finding that meaning, meditation, Reiki, just talking and communicating. For twin flames and separation, the other possibilities are paying attention to signs, but also more importantly, is paying attention to your dreams, your messages that you're receiving from your angels and spirit guides. Now, if you don't know how to communicate with your angels and spirit guides, at least pay attention to feathers, to pennies, to numbers, to songs that are being played. Not everybody knows how to talk to their angels or knows what to look for, but your angels and your spirit guides are always showing you signs. The problem is with some of you in twin flame separation is you're focusing so much on wanting to know everything at the same time. You're not even paying attention to the part of the journey where things are starting to slowly come together. So you need to step out of that mode and step into what's going on the outside with signs. Okay, these are messages that your angels and spirit guides are showing you. And my spirit guide is heavily saying, you got to let that go and you have to stop fantasizing, because the twin flame union is not just about fantasizing. It's about working together. It's about connecting together. Your twin flame is with you, so you may be feeling their energy, but that's okay. You have to find a way to get that out of your way. If they're having problems with communication, so be it. They have to work on that, and you have to work on you. And there is closure coming in. I'm feeling that very loudly. And the King of Gabriel is the union energy. And you have to, again, with this, what I was saying with the Four of Cups, because the King of Wands is showing that things are starting to become dramatic. There's dramatic changes, dramatic shifts coming in. And you have to keep your thoughts where you want them to be. You need to stay positive. You need to stay focused. And you need to allow yourself the ability to really focus on the whole picture, okay? Some of you are looking at the picture and saying, I don't see anything because I don't know. You're not supposed to know everything. What you're supposed to know is what is being shown to you, and you need to pay attention to how things are shifting in the way that you're moving, in the way that you're flowing, how your chakras are feeling, how your energies are feeling, how your emotions feel. Yeah, pay attention to that, because that's you shifting. You may feel headaches, or you may feel tired or run down, or just you need to step back, because the King of Wands is showing a lot of beneficial beginnings. And don't focus on the whole picture. Just look at the picture that is coming in as the shifts are coming in, and as you're flowing around, you're going to notice that there's going to be some stronger energies that are starting to bring in what you need to be aware of. And you're not going to know the unknowns, so you need to let that go, because there are stronger things that are forming. So the union energy with unions, twin flames in union or in separation, focus on working together. If you're not with your twin flame, you're in separation, it's all good. You can still connect with your twin flame by doing meditation or in your dreams. As I said with numbers, as I said with songs, these are another way of you connecting and communicating with your twin flames. Poetry, my spirit guides are saying poetry can also show you energies of how your twin flame is feeling. So some of you may be looking at poetry or reading a romance book. It's not always written on a post. Sometimes you could read a book, or you could watch a movie, and there might be signs of things that you're feeling with your own twin flame union. So focus on things that are not on the inside, but are on the outside, okay? Dream a little dream is what I'm hearing. So that could be a daydream, that could be your dreams that I was saying, that could be music as I was saying, yada, etc., okay? The end game, I'm hearing the end game is what's more important, okay? Everything is finally shifting into place. The end game is what the picture looks like, okay? But there's going to be some surprises for some of you. Just focus on allowing, and then you'll see the end game as it appears, is what I'm being told. Because what's going on the behind the scenes is the Five of Cups. There's way too much emotions coming from the Four of Cups, working with the Five of Cups. There's a little bit too much energy going on of some of you being in your twin flames drama. You can't help it because that's your mirror. But you need to step back and allow yourself to feel clear and release the energies that are affecting you. And the best way to do that is through meditation, is through spending time in nature, near water. I feel like a lot of you are focusing on trying to find ways, and you don't want to try to find ways. Whatever feels natural for you as far as clearing your energy, go and do that. It does not mean that you have to meditate the way Buddha does, or the way Deepak Chopra or anybody else does their meditation. Focus on you, clearing your mind, allowing for things to be released. The drama, the cups are spilled out. The water spilled out. There's 2 cups left that are sitting up. So there's still some things that are unknown, as I said, that are triggering you. So there's a lot of emotions, some of you may be feeling sadness, whether you're in union or you're in separation. You might be feeling frustrated or flustered. Step back and let things fall into place, because what the foundation card is engagement. So things are not, and this does not mean you're getting engaged. The way I always look at this engagement card is you're moving into a higher plane, a higher level, a higher shift, and there's a lot of things that are falling into place, and old patterns are being released. And the King of Wands with the Five of Cups, this King of Wands is a free type of dude. He works with his energy and he's gaining. So the energy that you put out into the universe through meditation, I also feel like there's a lot of energies that are starting to either have been conflicted or still conflicted. This King of Wands is starting to allow for things to finally feel the energy. That's what I'm getting with this. The King of Wands is feeling his energy because he's free. He's a free spirit. He's also a very patient and very wise king. And he takes his leadership very seriously. So there's working with the King of Wands and the Five of Cups, things are going to start to feel more balanced. I feel balanced towards the end of the day for some of you, while others of you, this may be going on for the next few days where you may feel tired or uncomfortable. So, but the barriers are starting to be released. I feel the walls are starting to crumble and things are starting to fall into place, especially with this engagement as the foundation card. Your union is starting to bring in more solid connections, a lot more balance is coming back in, a lot of emotions working together. So whether you're in twin flame union or you're in twin flame separation, really you're connecting. And all of you, in your own union way, are starting to shift into a stronger balance. I feel a tiny bit of weakness there still. There are triggers there still, but that's because of the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. And they're back to back, 4 and 5. So it's going from one energy straight to exactly, you're feeling bummed out, you're feeling like you're not going anywhere, and then bam, there you are. With the Five of Cups, that's showing that you're this is where you're at and this is where it's leading you to. But because of the engagement being the foundation, there's going to be more strength and more organization coming in. You're ascending at a different pattern. And this may lead, for some of you in separation, this may lead you to coming back into your final stages to come back into union. I can't predict timing. There's no reader that can predict timing. There's no reader that can predict your union journey. That's your journey that you created before you came into this life. And there's some changes that come in because there's free will. Some of you may feel like, oh, free will, nothing. Free will is actually a part of all unions. There's a part of everything that has free will. And that can also be with union energies and union journeys and how you guys come together. As you release the fight and the struggle, things will finally make sense and you'll start to shift back into place. While others of you in separation, you're starting to raise your standards and you're starting to feel each other's comfort. There's comfort in the way they're connected here. So there's more connections, less isolation, all right? So these are the energies for today. If you're not following me on YouTube yet, feel free to subscribe and make sure to hit that bell so that way you get instant information, instant notification when I do post a reading. And for those of you who need more guidance, because this is strictly a general reading, you can book your private reading with me and I'll be happy to look at what the energies are for you together and also behind the scenes. I also look into the union energy and what the foundations are that you both need to focus on, all right? If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you can also DM me to book your private reading. If you both are, if you're following me on YouTube only, then you need to email me directly to book your private reading. My email address is angelswhisper1122@gmail.com, all right? Like this reading, I would really be honored if you would, because I'm using a lot of my energy and that supports my energy and that helps with the flow of our energies working together. Share this with others because I feel like there are a lot of people that are in twin flame unions that are not following me, but they need to hear these insights, all right? And just remember that just because you're doing something, your twin flame needs extra time possibly. So, you need to step back and stop trying to figure out how you can fix them. They need to work on doing their whatever situation they're in. They need to fix that. You can only send support through energies and guidance and encouragement, all right? So have a wonderful day. Namaste.